to the news that Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa say Ghana for our more consular, a Ghanaian consulate, yaka consular no by diplomatic relations, you know. So onu mind be will track esa utimi any nipaninya ayonkofebi. It said the US for or more embassy. So mostly either you qualify yours as consular or embassy, any one of them. So yes, a Ghana embassy in US shut down over corruption scandal. Is Okudzeto Ablakwa normal? Like Honorable Minister, with the greatest of respect, are you normal? You shut down a whole. So it's like saying let's shut down the government of Ghana because there is corruption. Because Oko a consular, Oko embassy, it is presumed that it is the government of Ghana in that nation. It is a woody boni bi na se ye pawacho na wudwania huri even Ghana embassy no e walla the walls of Ghana per Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations e woni nyina ye Ghana uko Italy baby even the ambassador netie no it is not considered Italy baby ambassador tie it is not considered America baby ambassador tie e Ghana ambassador tie e England it is not considered England sasa no Ghana. By diplomatic relations, baby a Ghana as consular na embassy biano, and by diplomatic relations, a buy now or Cosiano, say America, say Ghana, wouldn't you be as to me without their permission? It's Ghana embassy in Washington, US embassy, US government. We need to be a embassy because that place is considered a Ghanaian soil. Though it's US.
Exactly.
So Oko embassy. Do they issue only visas? No, they don't issue only visas. Beyond issuance of visa. It is a Okudzeto a year obi ako creative website. Our website, you know. A lead to an own website. And for that matter, we'll closely a year the whole embassy down. Come and tell us that no person will use microphone flow because we did so many MPP for. Now person don't call for show. Don't come and tell us. And on top of it, he's declared. All of them say they should come back home and declare them persona non grata. So when we say somebody has been declared as persona non grata, it means on the home state, you know. So there be a home state and a host state. So Ghana is a home state for a year the embassy of US and US a year the host state. Now when you declare one kasa, there is diplomatic immunities. Obia wa ye diplomatic agent. Say wa ye ambassador. Say wa ye more consulate. They are immune from even bonies. They cannot be tried in that state. They must be brought back to Ghana by virtue of their diplomatic immunity. So the moment you declare those people persona non gratis, what you have told the host nation is that those people, you don't care about them anymore.
Exactly.
So how can a foreign minister be so reckless? Say you born in the water, say you da sorry. Foreign minister say, well, who no corruption war a foreign affairs, you can say embassy in US, and for that matter, we're closing the whole consulate down. I can't tell them for no macanism mungofi. Now Obama can show. Are you normal? How do you behave like this? Is this diplomatic relations? And Mr. Minister, you are no more in a campaign mode. First of all, say we a minister of state for the foreign affairs. The way our baby behavior should be different. A year then still I would do personal Facebook page and announce a year official name happy war. What kind of nonsense is this? Fire. Minister of State official duties, official releases, and you are using your personal Okudzeto Ablakwa page to release official information about a whole ministry. Mr. Minister, what kind of craziness is this? And then the so in effect, we can the social media handles of a year the ministry, whilst or using that to build on what kind of nonsense is this? So Kofi, Oko drew consular, Omo issue visas. Not just visas. Say Intel, your friend be picking of Intel. US embassy Omuhai. And your man is issue visa Magana for Beyond that, they pick intel. They exchange note verbals with a nation. You can note verbal. Say BBC quickly or met me alert. And beyond that, it is the duty of the embassy to take care of all Ghanaian citizens in US. So aside the issuance of visa, aside they say omo epic intel, because here BBC or Washington, that's a Ghana for beya. If we be spying, they make a nation be a just that obia nyin to me ye. Now so nation be a spy on another nation. Say they be obet me a pick security intelligence. So omo free be a opinion jurist. Opinion jurist in yes, Adia Yamra. Nemo Murian Yatum see a yentino, abayan by convention. Nemo Medru spying. No nation want to accept that he is spying on another. It's a French ambassador, yo, no any musicians you free, no any one you free. They thought they like she likes them. One just one like you. But on the mood in Koma, that picky intelligence in Kitinkitibi, not of feeding money home nations. It is our embassy, our US. Now, see my shutting it down. Are you normal? Because of corruption. What is wrong with us? Okudzeto Ablakwa. So now who is picking intelligence from Washington to Ghana? When you have shut down the consulate or the embassy, who is picking intelligence from what kind of nonsense is this? It is a Ghana near watching in Washington. What closing it down on. And by virtue of a diplomatic relation, Ghana knew what children as what me back a Ghana embassy one within the period now was shutting a the embassy down. She said Ghana knew what children were uncle. What kind of recklessness? And you are behaving like a dictator. Meanwhile, you were foreign affairs minister. Kovi, your friend be diplomacy. When you talk about diplomacy, Zhuai law, a Chinese general be a worker. What can be? Because diplomacy is the continuation of war through other means. So what do you do? Onyema must be on the table. Obia corruption. Processes ben wa faso. Wa friend on the table. Ma hwani nyina. And won see ntimi so be. Fire. The last resort should be this keka kind of doing things. More fire. If you're a diplomatic agent, and the #1 diplomatic agent of our nation is the foreign affairs minister, and you still behave like you're on a campaign trail, what kind of behavior is that? More fire. What's diplomacy way? Diplomatic agents. I also announced say you shut down embassy because there is corruption. If you want to say that, say that and stop this nonsense of corruption. You shut it down whole for an embassy. More fire. More fire. Oh yes, sir. Other nations view say we over zealous and radical. Exactly. In diplomatic circles, we don't behave the way he's just a foreign affairs minister. Wakes up, goes to the Facebook page and say we've shut down embassy because of corruption. Reckless. Using on the private and diplomatic #1 diplomatic agent with the firm support of President Mahama. I don't know whether, and you see everybody is happy because it's corruption. And now they've seen that Ghanaian people about corruption as well. So they say no, yet will be said what divert BB war a foreign affairs ministry. Yes, shut the whole foreign affairs ministry down because corruption. Are you people normal? I don't know. What went into that decision? As the #1 foreign agent in our nation. As should it make Facebook announcing without looking at the repercussions of it at the international level. Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, Vienna Conventions on a consular relations. No, and you're no more on campaigner. One announcing your Facebook anyhow. Precisely. I like him because now he mepe. Tama mepe, but you hear me crowd fire. What do I care? Fire burning. More fire. Fire burning. More fire. What's what be a diverted fans? Quarter fans in each other. Where were you now? We've declared that all of them should come home. Young friend, this is for living Washington. And why you know be boy with match them so also buy you know. One money a year can say Russia and Kita know. They are trying to strengthen the relationship between them and Russia. So Mobisa question is this a way of weakening a year? Because Washington, the embassy in Washington, and 1 year need direct relation with the US government. So when you say I've shut it down, direct relation with the US government, Washington. Behave anyhow. Some Obakaya Makacho says some form ye some. Woman at the Jomama by Omo behave teacher says Sam George, some Okudzeto, and some Jemfi. Some conform and say the best of your mama. Yeah, I have shut down. Even the word shuts down. As a diplomatic agent, you don't use them. Precisely. If your friend be framing and priming, every word you use is of very importance, it's of very essence. It's all your diplomatic agent. Even the wording of Asama Opesoka, it must not come across like a dictator. Precisely. So the words like shut down. These are dictators who speak like that. Exactly. And you think you are Okudzeto Ablakwa on a campaign platform? On the with the full support of President Jomama, I have shut down a whole number one diplomatic agent of our nation. Speaking, say I have shut down. That word should not even come out of your mouth in diplomatic circles. More fire. More fire. Minister man for not getting more hand. Jamaica, it was shuru. One chance here. Go be. Michelle, I'm questioning what happens at the international plane, and I keep on telling you, I have masters in international relations. I understand the dynamics of geopolitics, international geopolitics. I understand it. I understand what constitutes diplomacy. This is not diplomacy. I never know. We are near my basa. Revolution. I've been in one. I'm going for no. I never know. It's a manager, mama. On your fit to be a minister of university education, or maybe education. You bet me I have shut down because it's within the jurisdiction and territorial jurisdiction of the nation, so you can behave anyhow you want. But the international plane, you can't behave like this. You are the first image of our nation when it comes to diplomacy and international plane. You take away the precedent. Let them know. You are the person that they are believing. And when they see you are overzealous and radical like this, most nations won't deal with you. Precisely. Okudzeto, I have shut down. The word shut down should not come from a diplomat. Shut down. A diplomat. The number one diplomat of our nation. And the cash shuts down. Education free. Education free. Was you can never get a sense of a quarter of the sense of Okudzeto teacher. Mudia Magdalene anymore. On Tiasia. The American one Tiasia. Because I've been in Tim Peja Guru. When in your Ghana, when you comment it, Sinani say you and comment it because we are talking about another world. Precisely. So we have a nation. Nation never called regional. It's in the war. A Kubi say Ebia ECOWAS. It's a regional block. And some regional block ni free wa. Now Kobo here the sub region which is African nation. Now African in influence we Kobo here world block. What I say? So geopolitics of a year, the one TSC, yeah, can you be an answer commenting? TNTB free. Jimmy in the tea, where Hannah when me more education free, Makotia won't can machine, as she won't know she'll be made more free. What's like a campus? Why? Okudzeto Ablakwa. You are a diplomatic agent. Precisely. Learn how to use diplomacy. Learn how to use the back door in dealing with matters like this. You are not in a campaign trail. Oh, you're not president now paid in 2% of the popular. It Russia, most presidents say, "Omo person omo kum obi carrier." When you do omo ye, omo do too diplomatic a year a konano. Say be ya betimi, but Okudzeto is not seeing that. Precisely. So why is our presidential ambition? Any idea? It's President Mahmoud what to foreign affairs. You all can say to Kwan. And yes, still, he's behaving like intra politics.
The Psalms.
The Psalms. Psalm number 1, Psalm number 2, Psalm number 3. Psalm Jata a minister Wuchika number plate in home. And a CEO of Gold Modwa, one number $1 and a quote to Kakraka, $1. And Psalm number 3, no year, some Okudzeto. One who says, one year normal person. And Savoine. What to tum? What's our cushy? What to approve? I'm not eating what to was if God bless me with a male child, I shall call him Okatakyie Afrifa. Yeah, made us say. You read the message, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think you are empty and a fool. Okay, there be unya empty. Anka umfa ujai enkaho. Today I decided to listen to you, and I just noticed you are low-minded, Debbie. Michael, you make no tiasie. And you Okudzeto Ablakwa de make tiasie. And what that is sum yesu be wonu se wadi nsem hunu pa. Obi. Wadi nsem hunu pa. Professor Malko wo gempa. Eso Okudzeto kono kire no ye diplomatic. Professor Beta. Ono so o betimi school ni kama. Obeba no abene no aye fine. No abobel. Yemfa buga nye diplomacy. Me misua ne keke. Me dia minim se dem tie ntimi wo ma me foreign affairs amenye. If se minim se foreign affairs here ko mo akono num ti. Na oyiwa keka ko to ahye so 4 fi. And na ko twitwa bi na no makeka. One day still I want chiase. Okudzeto over na anya yakọ ni amfa omra inside. No be fufro nko foreign affairs. E ja se hunu no ato awudi no. More fire. Ade be na no. Burning. Mirror of justice. Mirror of justice. The tiri ho no. Besmaka was here, NDC youth are happy to learn sense. Ahanya kwasiani abua. Now, Kovi, young con next topic. So we are not wasting much time. Now, you say to me. And it looks like President Mama is losing it. Precise. And President Mama, with the greatest of respect, Your Excellency, me say me money the own kusi hwe. Eye wan be nim and yema wo ye nada danwa. But some dignity, some respect for our constitution is all we ask for. Now, Oba and also resetting. Just like I told Ayeminu Bobiansa. Bobiansa say MPP buy, MPP came after Bobiansa. And for that matter, it's Yafan Yankrofo. Basinia, this is principle. You said now no Fatus Wamulko, branch Adenta Kubi. Okay, so this is one to me. You want to me there. You want to me there. Say your I don't want to handcuff. Please, why are you sending him? Bring him a sandal. No, come. No, why are you sending him? You didn't. What's up with the name for him? No, disrespect. Please, why are you sending him? Why are you sending him? She has to record so that they know. Why are you sending him? I don't know what. You can't do that. Let's go. As a man of Katia, let's go. Let's go. Let me record it. Let's go. Record it. Record it. Because record it. I want to know I'm good.
Superintendent Yakubu Isaku aid camp Emma Kanema Pegina Bedioche Dr. Laj Muhammad Baumia na babe to just say ni fear WhatsApp man national security ejuma bi ebura ho ofori so bo sebede to so enum ye memenda etwemu no Isaku nchire mu a ababe to dwa no okira WhatsApp so be se enumenu nsi abapa wonsi medunan aramfo bi eka kire ne se asrafo a wakata wani be se aduasa ena abawura ne fia onim ho hwe.
So, Danny, it's okay. Come back to them. So, Govi, first of all, we are not in a jungle.
Exactly.
That be.
Tell them.
Your Excellency, what is this? It's when you reset it. And I know the excuse that people will be giving is that and the MPP buy or muyebi. Now, Mr. Samu Betuan kwasi asem na aso dia. And the amu kasi yama mukwa ma resetting. So we thought President Mahama coming in, he's going to respect the laws of our nation. Obey nyoma different. Obey setting Ghana on the tone beer. And did the next phase of our nation. If it's a demuye, if any government changes, the only natural reaction is that you do me, I do you.
More fire.
And most of you know, JJ Rollins said, "Some know say from 92 Nebanwa, who you could the free one, and were harassing Crawford with a security." With the help of a Yokoyochi Kata. No more harassing Crawford, a kumbie, any idea. Now, President Kufuor, at that time, then needs one if we're coming there from an era of a dictator, turn a civilian. Now, President Kufuor's time, they also did all what they can. Then, Professor Mills Sebaye in 2009, another radical. Near Rob fear with you, near yes, any other Tantan. Then a Kufuor comes in. So you do me in 1992 to 2000. I come and do you from 2000 to 2008. I come and do you from 2009 to 2016. Akufo-Addo comes in and they also do the same nonsense. And you tell us that you are coming to reset the nation. So, Your Excellency, if you are resetting the nation, is this the way you want to reset the nation? Way. Sadie way. Way. Ewa Abra Kofi, Yemra Ghana, exactly what we should do. Even so, what we're going to say, Obiya Boni, that's all person China. At the end of Constitution, Neka. What me kwa kwa ye de ope? What the trio? A giant. Ni owo what the bar so? We are the same thing. More cointim for just we are the same thing. And I don't know why the citizens are happy because we are doing this foolishness. Precisely. And in plain language, excuse my French, it's foolishness to the highest order.
More fire.
Any civilized society will not entertain this kind of thing. In the name of Yasasabang. Now the Kuni. So let's go to Article 12 of our nation, Constitution. Article 12. Then if I'm going Article 12, near ready. Already Article 12 or say the fundamental human rights and freedoms enshrined in this chapter shall be respected and upheld by the executive. One, you will be a friend of fundamental human rights. And the definition of what fundamental human right is. It is a right that is not given. It is a right that a person assumes by virtue of the fact of being a human being. What it means is that basic right to be right to life, right to education, and you see your first generational right, second generational right. It will be the right to life near there. That is a civil and political right, and some a cultural and social right. Let's leave all of that. I will take that for another day. Now, fundamental human rights, and I'm saying JJ Rollins in the Mayanti. Want to me imagine freemen some near Moy and some JJ free a dictator Mwaba freedom of movement. It was said the fundamental human rights and freedoms enshrined in this chapter shall be respected and upheld by the executive, legislature, and judiciary, and all other organs of government and its agencies, and where applicable to them, by all nature and legal persons in Ghana, and shall be enforceable by the courts as provided for this constitution. Yefri baby nieba, baby driye. Ame kumet mi fa obi. No na kwashe baby a wunhunu. Yefri be habeas corpus. Produce the body. Na no just have na akwa hwehwe no say you ma file habeas corpus ni ade ni egu. Go video me ka tell say. Eti ye babedu 1992. Because of that history, and the protection of the fundamental rights, every executive in say the court shall enforce it. They shall be enforceable by the court. What it then means is that and the executive won't mean national security a part of the executive, police a part of the executive, military a part of the executive. It is a police in military and national security. A executive more fire. More fire. You are abusing the right of the people. Is that the nation we want to build?
Never.
Abusing the rights of the people?
Never.
In the name of what? Resetting. Now, Yanko clause 2, Yanko article 12. Was every person in Ghana, whatever his race, place or origin, political opinion, whether young people or young CPP, color, religion, creed, or gender, shall be entitled to the fundamental human right. Fundamental human right in the same fair trial, dignity, respect for the person.
Exactly.
And the Marana Chirasa Okochi will be quite a fast channel.
Precisely.
And you know.
Exactly.
The fundamental rights and freedoms of the individual contained in this chapter, but subject to the respect for rights and freedoms of others and for the public interest. It you be protect to be a fundamental right, whether you want to meal, whether against what we are secure, whether you identical meal, or just what can be a deal, why you. You shall respect the person's right.
Precisely so.
And what kind of constitution? Article 19 2C, 2F. You better do. Then if I'm next one. Was it a person no arrested? No. First of all, on your criminal because why do you know yes we're a criminal? It is only the courts that can declare somebody criminal.
Precisely so.
A 2 year article 15.1. Also respect for human dignity. So the dignity of the persons, all persons shall be inviolable.
Exactly.
And this is the Constitution speaking. The man you don't do this craziness. I want to hear in the man. And AK-47, such a sophisticated weapon. And all will be Ghana. It's not as though say ukra side am AK-47 nkurasem we nkurasefo national security nkurasem na moye no ade enemre mu internal security this mukra AK-47 and san mako and the most sophisticated weapon in the world AK-47 ana modi kwachi adenta kumi we why criminal we terrorist when information so okura bombs and ade bay wontumi no okura tuo okura bombs on the fear. So today ebeye ode because ye wontumi. I mean I don't support some of the nonsense wontumi that. So it's not about being untumi.
Fire for fire.
But it's about being civilized. We are in a civilized society. We don't do the things that they are doing. Now, I see the dignity of all persons shall be inviolable. That means what you mean violating? And what we say you is inviolable. Just say, "Emma room granted the oil, and you are violating the dignity." Say, "Oh, what you been and you see, my constitutional law lecturer, Deputy Attorney General, Justice James, I with all due respect, you, I know you are well trained. You are an American trained. You are. I think you must advise your government. This things it doesn't speak well for them.
More fire. More fire.
If I don't take me, what can be? Against one can what is it? Let the law take its course.
Precisely.
You feel say you're defaming. So I said Tadio Sorry. I mean, Tadio Sorry is my very good friend. At any point, I don't think anybody should defame Tadio Sorry. If Tadio Sorry being a lawyer thinks that the right as a person has been trampled upon, he must seek redress through the courts.
Exactly.
More fire.
So,
more fire.
More
fire.
Edem kwasena ya twitwituo ni ade ya ka wonyai we ne reset now yanko next one yanko okay article 15 to also no person whether or not he is arrested restricted or retained be subjected to torture.
Exactly.
When you America constitution in America also no person whether Adentakumi whether Okatakyie Afrifa when arrested shall be subjected to torture. And here we are not talking about physical torture, even mental torture. Going there with guns and ammunition. Are we crazy? What nation is this? Is this a nation we want to fight?
Yeah, the monkey 12 feet.
The monkey 12 feet. He said the name Kolani Tete. He said the name Yere Tete.
Ne mame.
Ewa bre mrana provide said yesi chinipa. Kovi, oba chinipa krana. You go for a warrant from the court. Odru wa. Pesa odo unsake nipa no. Na oka dienti a wo che no. Na we are respectfully you tell the person say you have the right to a counsel.
Precisely.
If a marano at article 19 to a year F 2C, we ever do, I think it's 2C. Yanko next.
More fire.
What kind of nonsense is this? Now we're in a reset. A year with them. Now we Article 17 say, all persons shall be equal before the law, whether Wuntumio, whether Dentakumio, whether Katechio, whether Jomamo, all persons shall be equal before the law. So supremacy, equality before the law. And yet, you treat it be said, will be better to me the petition yaba after a whole chief justice home. Young Kocheno, so spread the false information. Now, so be petition. Some younger some madam for it, you're sorry. And the judges are koshia. That's how they say information, Papa. Jana go prepare be nice. What is all you have the right as a president to say that when you mean and that's the end of the case.
Exactly.
If any of the people that he mentioned in the petition, they feel that their rights as a people, they have been defamed, the law is there, the processes are there for them to file a suit for defamation, and you provide it. So I said, no kind of your untruth. I said, no kind of defamation. Because of that, may lose A, B, and C. Esquire, wait. Civilized society be anywhere, yes,
Precisely.
Civilized society be anywhere, yes. If I'm next, next. Now read the article. All persons shall not be discriminated against on grounds of gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, or social or economic status. It's whether you want to me or your MPP chairman. Social status. You don't discriminate against him. Whether you're Kumi Adenta Kumi or your MPP Ninti. You don't discriminate against him. This is Article 17.2 saying it. I'm not the one saying it. And this is the supreme law of our nation. And the supreme law of our nation is telling your mama and the national security that you must not discriminate against people. What nonsense is that? And nobody is able to tell them that this is nonsense. Your Excellency, with the greatest of respect, this is nonsense. I'm so sorry to say it, but it's nonsense. Nonsense. Palpable nonsense. It does not make any sense.
Precisely.
That's what I'm going to do. We are a nation of laws. We don't sit here and allow anybody to do what they like. Constitution is about a switcher will be so we must respect the constitution. Let me go there, sir. Let me go there, sir. After that, if I make next, now you read it. We are a nation of laws. You cannot be doing crazy.
Fire them.
Now, Article 19.1. Or see, a person charged with a criminal offense. The reason they say charged, you can say a person who is convicted. Who go into me or no? Who treat me why being also a galamseya. You come and not to wound to one behavior and so behaving. A be more being also a galamseya. But what is the difference between a galamseya and a person being a crater and all kind? A crater. It's here be an annual warrior. It's not in conformity with the rules that govern small scale mining. But is it the case that one crater and warrior does that make it illegal?
Fire.
What kind of nonsense is this?
More fire.
For pound.
So they can't prove anything. Because at the end of the day, whether one to me sell forest, one sell forest, he must have done it within a certain remit of the law.
Exactly. So
More fire.
Decently, and that person who is charged with criminal offense shall be given a fair hearing within a reasonable time by the court.
Precisely.
Educate them.
Shall be given a fair hearing.
Educate them.
Enti nana mo bet me invite you to me. I'm na shata the fitaba. Enti nkurase sem na mo di tuo no ko okoye na ede. Na ne ede be na. And then we invite you to me so by. Oba e matutu na no. That is the decency of the law that the law is saying.
Precisely.
Decency. The dignity of a person. Mo invite no. Eye na mo invite no. Omadia. Then you have the grounds to say you're inviting one Oma, so we are going for an arrest warrant to go and arrest him.
More fire.
More
fire.
Huh?
More fire.
You are turning it into an animal kingdom.
Precisely.
You better to a baby. Respectfully, John Dramani Mama. Your Excellency, untina 2 million soon could do 1 million years. Now we lose to 2016. Whoever thought that you guys will come back? Deck. I'm lose to 2016. I guess on my baba. So I break it to a bit. Na Ghana for any idea where and Ghana for Ghana for all over the world.
Precisely.
I think the person who designed democracy, they sat down to study social patterns of human beings. It's by 8 years or more from Other than that, time when Adolf Hitler yes were bow England for Britain for. It took Winston Churchill 1 man to draw in Americans to come and defend England. And so him, you can't talk when we are 1945, 6 years into the war, or defeated Adolf Hitler. Or core elections 1946. So by nature, human beings get tired of. Your mama said, there are people within your party. And they are outside let's say don't get young crowd for you. Almost Bob Bukata. And they are normal human nature. So outside line because we are preferred candidate. Almost mafia. And political parties don't win elections. It's the government in the lose elections. Yeah, near the 2 million mafia. It's a bedroom baby and this if 1 MPP for be conniving. A feed you information, and also I say Julius the Branco for no feed before you say don't get you. Let's say do some crop only feed for Julius. Near chest and chest 1, 2. Once a show and yet you don't buy the but yeah, they ensure it means stop it. They will come. Now your movie. Then if I may call it next one. That is Article 19.2c.
More fire.
Okay, Article 19.2c. Or say all persons shall be presumed to be innocent until is proven or has pleaded guilty.
More fire.
It is only to be proven you're guilty. And now on one pleaded guilty. You don't treat the person like a criminal.
Precisely.
It's what him say a do baby crown. You say uko dewu a non-bailable offense. Next a criminal and other offenses act. And a lawyer Martin Pebu the court said Constitution is everybody shall be presumed innocent until proven guilty. So the moment you say you won't bail them, that means you have actually given them a sentence.
More fire.
Nampa court ni you free was any idea. Still more than should be able to say the jungle.
More fire.
General. How much be able to say the jungle?
Fufu security.
Fufu security. Omo ya de fufu security.
They go touch fufu.
Ade
AK-47 nobody na mama fufu.
AK-47 nobody na mama fufu.
Bang bang bang.
The from say
fufu security.
The drive so pass se me de power. Eti ukwachi obi a please national security do all so decent sa ba ko no Osman Lasan no ya Ashaman police commander a very good friend, more like a father to me sir. By decent gentleman or nyanya mama sabasa ni ade na we ni and Japan na mo di kwasesem say
Jack Norris.
Oh yeah, Jack Norris. Say Japan na nane ndewula Japan. In this maka kire mo. Ti kwasesem ni wona dwe obi se o wozu. Jagba, stop that nonsense. Munja kwasesem. We are in a nation of laws.
Exactly.
For full security. Oui. Ave Adani. Bomi raising na bibi din se money kakra.
Pound for
pound. You shower me when you step on me I'll kill them. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Memo bibi akwa baba Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services. Grace Gift the same no ahahaya na ko ponti adomi ene e desire. Your branches ye no. Ba ko Kumasi, Ohim School Junction, and Accra, New Achimota Petroleum, Opposite Family Life School. Yare bebre ni yesa. Na de dim wakotene e yawo. Sa wo de awechi na unya nwedra. For any Grace Gift, aje de you awo de. Anase stroke nso. Se bubu watu wa. Braname ni tuntia. Grace Gift yoba. Ya me fire so me de akahan. Ebe sa wo yare. Weni yare bebre. Ene yesa e wo Grace Gift.
Say diabetes, high blood pressure, hepatitis B, syphilis, gonorrhea. Any awude mu yade ahudo bebre to say fibroid, ovarian cyst, PID, any oligosthenia, low sperm count. Obi biara what's our conditions where any conditions are would nyina no. Kwabeda Grace Gift Herbal Clinic.
Say I'm no yarea. No need to say yes our Grace Gift Herbal Clinic. Yarea yensa sebi eye jimie kwata beye anybody aye. Grace Gift Herbal Clinic.
Home of quality healthcare.